Alright, welcome back to the channel. We are here in Lumbridge and my first thought is, what are we supposed to do now? And then I remember it doesn't really matter where you start, especially if we're not worried about efficiency and all of that. We'll see how 250% speed on the gameplay footage turns out with this episode, and we can pretend that the game runs in true full screen mode and the Runelight banner isn't up on top. First things first, we grab the cook's assistant quest since it's so easy, and I remember doing this quest about 1,000,000 times back in the day. After grabbing some milk, we immediately forget that Ironman accounts can't pick up other people's loot, and we grab an egg. Over in the wheat fields, we pick some wheat, climb up the mill and make a pot of flour before heading back to the cook and turning in that quest for some easy XP. Without even knowing about it beforehand, we grab a set of Ironman armor from the tutor outside of the castle so we don't have to worry about saving up cash or crafting ourselves anything until black or steel armor. I got really lucky that I noticed this NPC and decided to click on him because I definitely would have just walked past him and just not known that there was any sort of armor at all. From here, I figured that I might as well go into Varrock, so we turn up the speed 300% and get over there nice and easy. It might bother some people that the stamina system is so busted here, but I actually never minded the grindy walking simulator aspect of the game. I'm usually only paying half attention while playing, so you can really easily set your walking path every few seconds while catching up on a show or doing a phone call or whatever. A quick edit to keep my bank pin private, and then we're all set for some mining. A fellow miner asks if I want to be friends, and naturally I press the sprint button and run back into town without answering them. Eventually, I decide to be social, and another miner pulls out the mining level question, which is awesome, and I hope this is still common practice in the game. The grind of mining can be really tedious, and the same pretty much goes for all the skills, so breaking up the monotony with a little small talk is always a good choice. Some games are just fully toxic when it comes to in-game communication, but so far, OSRS seems a lot more innocent and kind of humble compared to the public lobbies in like Heroes of the Storm or CSGO. Once I get sick of banking ores, I decide to head towards Falador with my fresh set of Ironman armor to use the furnace in the middle of town until all of those ores become bronze bars that I can then smith some armor and weapons with. With all of the ores smelted, we can pick up a hammer for 1 gold in the general store and make our way back to Varrock to start smithing just below the bank on the west side of town. We sell off some of the swords, armor, and the wooden shield we started off with for a little bit of pocket change, and then head over to the punching bag to train up our attack. By the time we're finished in here, we have a frog token to turn in, along with a whopping 8 attack level. On the way to the clothing store, we run into our friend from the mine again before grabbing some frog clothing. And with a few helmets, we make our way to the helmet store in the barbarian village to dump those real quick. For some reason, I figured it to be a good idea to head down into the stronghold of security without any food. After a close call, we decide to return here on another day and head back up to the top side to continue on our journey back in Falador to sell off our supply of shields across a few worlds. We can then take our battle axes down south to the port and sell them off as well. Over in Draenor Village, we catch a few inventories full of shrimp, cook them, or more realistically burn them, and bank the successfully cooked ones before heading over to the Wizard's Tower to grab the imp catcher quest so we can keep that on the back burner. Back towards Lumbridge, we spend a little time ranging on chickens behind a fence. As well as using our runes from Tutorial Island on some other chickens. And then over near the castle, we grab some training arrows and a bow from the tutor before going back after some more chickens. Once that's all done, we're already in the neighborhood, so we grab the Restless Ghost quest and get that completed for some prayer experience. A quick zoom in on our skills as the second episode comes to a close. So we have 8 attack, 10 HP, 17 mining, 12 smithing, 6 fishing, 6 ranging, 10 cooking and prayer, and 2 magic, for a total level of 95 and a combat level of 5. Not too bad for the first session. Alright, thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video and sub to the channel if you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for the next installment. And let me know in the comments if this format works or if it's kind of too schizo. I'm not concretely set on anything quite yet, so this is still relatively experimental. See you next time.